here we are together with Cindy. Cindy Wong is a good friend of mine and also my holistic nutritionist. Her specialty is in gut health and hormone balancing. She helps women going through perimenopause, just like myself. That's how we met. And we met a year ago in a business project, but I was actually intrigued by her services, so I reached out to her individually, and I was just starting to explore in my mid 40s what was happening, and I shared with her some of my symptoms, and she immediately gave me solutions. We went through all my cabinet, what I'm eating, what's in the fridge, and she really, really gave me some good, valuable information. And since then, everything has been a bit more stable. My symptoms have stabilized. And of course, together with my Pilates, I feel much more stable than when I was actually having my period, funny enough. So it's not all bad, right? So, Cindy, tell us a little bit about why you want to help these women and what is happening to them.
Well, I am also going through this, Alexandra. As you know, I'm almost 50 in the summer, so things are starting to change. And I've actually felt changes, several years back, but it's accelerated in the last 2 years. I've noticed my body is changing, and I needed some different, food, different supplements to balance out my hormones. I just, the hot flashes are more frequent now. And even the mental state is different, like the lack of motivation, days where I feel like I need more rest, like, because estrogen, as it drops, you're going to notice a change in how your body processes sweets and carbs and alcohol, because of the insulin resistance. So I started seeing more belly fat. And I naturally, even though I was really focused on gut health, I naturally attracted women in the 40s and over. Like that was just kind of, and the people that I worked with were going through this journey. And so I started exploring like just all these different supplements to reduce hot flashes, to help with mental health, all the different vitamins and minerals. And then I really noticed that my muscles were changing too. My bones, like I actually felt a little bit of atrophy. When sometimes you wake up and your body's screaming out saying, you gotta move, girl, otherwise you're gonna get weak. I had that message when I was waking up and I'm like, oh my goodness. So when I met you, I was like, I need help with my pelvic floor. I noticed things are getting a little bit weaker down there. And that happens with estrogen reducing as well, because estrogen really helps to firm up everything. So as it reduces, that's where I started noticing some weakness there, harder to control my bladder, and I just thought I needed help with the core, the pelvic floor. And then a lot of women that I was working with agreed they also needed the same thing. So your Pilates videos really helped me, and the things on the wall when we did that on those exercises with the pelvic floor lifting and a lot of different things that you've shared with me, and it was more customized to my body. That I really
Yes.
appreciated.
Yes, that's why we are reuniting, right? That's what the 6 weeks program is about. So we're
Yes.
bringing our best of both worlds, and we want to support you guys. We want to not only support you, but we want to educate you as well, because there's so much conflicting information. The internet offers unlimited information and resources, but we actually personally experience that, and we as professionals are helping a lot of people. And we are really focusing on this age frame. Like I'm 47 and I had a late pregnancy, so I am still going through life with a toddler, so I need the energy, I need to have the physical strength to lift him, to play with him, and I know the future is long with him, so I need to stay as strong as much as I can. So yes, I feel much more stable when I combine both strength, and physical exercise, as well as good food and nutrition, and especially gut health, right? Tell us a little bit why the gut is so affected. What is happening there?
Well, in the gut, there's this group of microbacteria and fungi and microorganisms called the microbiome. But within the microbiome, there's also the estrobolome, which actually processes estrogen, helps you with detoxing. And so when you have, let's say, changes in your hormones, you have to keep your gut healthy so that you're able to detox, you're able to regulate hormones and regulate inflammation also. That's why during this period of time, it's so important to really take care of your food choices, to eliminate processed foods and additives in your food, because that's going to deplete the good bacteria. And it's also important to take care of your circadian rhythm, like sleeping early, because, you know, if you don't, that will take a bigger toll at this age. And this is the reason why we're doing this program, is because I really want to help women prevent future issues. It's a very kind of vulnerable time in our life because of the fluctuation of hormones. So you have to be more aware to kind of set a very strong foundation so that after menopause, your bones will be healthy and your mental clarity will be healthy, because these gut bacteria play a role with your hormones. And so we focus on that in our program too, is really looking at reducing the sugars that will cause, the yeast to grow. So you want to really reduce that, reduce alcohol, reduce any kind of inflammation, right? So yeah, this is what we're doing. We're kind of partnering together. And we had talked about hope molecules and how that plays a role in our hormones. So movement is really, really important. That's why adding the Pilates, adding that type of, lymphatic drainage during the day will help you also cleanse.
Our lymphatic system these days, these modern days, is the one that we use the less, because movement is what activates it. So if we don't move, we cannot detox, we cannot cleanse, we cannot refresh our system. It cannot flush old cells and old, toxins. So movement has a big part, not just in the mood and like we said, the hot molecules, but also is important to flush out and regenerate, and even sometimes grow your brain cells. Sometimes this also
Yes.
happens.
Yes.
So in our 6 weeks program, a lot of people will be asking, so what is in it? What does it include? And we want to explain to everyone for sure that we're here to help you holistically. As a Pilates teacher and as a nutritionist, you're registered, you're certified. We want to help you first to try everything you can naturally before you realize that this is not working. I need to go into medical and have the hormones medically taken. So we want to be that first resource, that first stage. And we want to educate you enough so that you're confident and you know what your body needs and what to say to your doctor if you get to this point. And this is why we're doing this 6 weeks. It's called Feel Good in 6 weeks for a reason. We want to really get you into some good habits in the 6 weeks. And what we're going to do, we're going to offer you 4 privates. One is the entry one consultation with Cindy, and you're going to have a little assessment for your posture and strength with me. And then we're going to go into every week for 6 weeks. Every week, we're going to have 1 hour session in the week, so that we catch up together. And Cindy's going to give us some assignments, which are very important to keep us motivated to get into action, because that's what we want. It's not just theory and reading and listening. We want you to have results and we want you to take action. That's when things start changing. So if you don't take action, there's no change. So movement heals. If you want change, start with movement. And of course, with food, nutritional and holistic. So Cindy, both of us actually, we're gonna give you personalized care in these privates, which by the way, are covered by your health insurance. So make sure you check with your work that you are covered for naturopath. And that's 4 privates. So we give you an exit one. So after we finish the 6 weeks, you will get a final assessment. So we don't let you out into the world, back into your old habits. We want to make sure you understood, you feel supported, and we still stay together in our Facebook group, our private little Facebook group. So this is what you get. You get your community, you get your private personalized care, you get your weekly assignments to get you into action. We're going to do Pilates every week. So that's also an amazing, it's going to be recorded. All these are going to be recorded inside the Lovejoy app, which, by the way, you have access with this deal for 3 months. That's a great value, guys. So I don't know, Cindy, you want to add some more into that?
Yeah, so you covered it all with the benefit of having a hybrid of a group program that offers community support and then also personalized one-on-one is really the best approach because everybody's different, right? We cannot say blanketed everybody is going to do the same movement and then have the same result, or everybody's going to eat the same food and really be able to incorporate all of that. So some people have digestive issues, some people have, they need more help with other elements. So I really enjoy the fact that we have the private where you can also expense through your health insurance. And then we also have the group and the app. Having access to the app for 3 months will ensure that you build those habits and it's sustainable. We all know that changing habits takes about 3 weeks, 21 days, but 3 months will really set the foundation so that you can do it for much longer term. Yeah, that's a wonderful package. And the goal is really just to, get you into the mindset of knowing what to do so that you can be empowered to take control of your health and your symptoms as you get this through this journey of perimenopause.
And I just want to tell everyone, just because we are in Canada, it doesn't mean you're limited to this location because everything is accessible to you online. Your location doesn't matter. If you're in Canada, it means you can have the insurance cover. However, when everything is recorded, if you do miss the lives, you're going to have them in your pocket. It's a mobile app, guys. And the other thing I wanted to mention, which is very rare, Cindy has recently been offering people lab tests, and she's going to recommend, according to your personal issues or health, different lab tests that you don't need to go anywhere, that the kit comes into your door, you take the test, send it off, and then she will take and review all that together with you one-on-one. Of course, you can have more than 2 privates if you wish. We have packages for you guys. And I'm going to take you through some of the protein smoothies I take for muscle strength and building a strong foundation, because we do use a lot of muscle and we need to build it. So we're going to talk all that is out there everywhere. It's almost overwhelming for some of us to read and learn, and every day there's something else that is cool. So we're going to give you the basics.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for bringing that up because everyone's terrain is different, their body's different. And sometimes when you have, let's say, more heavy metals, that could also impede healing of certain, body parts or inflammation in the body that is hard to get rid of. And it could also cause hormonal disruptions, especially with the thyroid, if you have heavy metals. So having these type of tests, some of them are very easy. It's just some hair that you send in an envelope. And this will help, just customize your program more. There's also, especially people who are lacking minerals, knowing exactly what minerals are missing will also help you. And then we can recommend proper supplements or food. And it will help you not only with the building of muscle, but the recovery process too. And that's also very important.
The structure, the bone structure, the skeletal system that as we age as well with the hormones starts to get fractured and fragile. So we have all these imbalances and falls and bones break. How do we support that? We support that with muscle strength. And the most fragile part of our muscles are around the belly, because there is just that little lumbar spine, the lumbar vertebrae. There's no other support for this system there. So our muscles around there are critical. That's where the gut health lives. That's where all your critical organs like our womb and all the uterus and all that in there is very, very vulnerable during the hormonal fluctuations. So when you build a strong core, this supports all these changes in there. You can actually avoid arthritis and osteoporosis if you have strong muscle mass. So we're going to go there because the stronger, the more muscle mass you have, the less the fat you have. But what happens as we get older? we start to get that belly fat, which changes our posture, our pelvis starts to change position. That's when things start to get crazy, where we like, why I need to pee, why I'm leaking, why this, because the posture changes because of that belly fat increasing. Almost like when we're pregnant, right? We have that baby there for 9 months, everything changes. It's almost the same kind of symptoms, which I love the female body for that. And I want to support you guys. I want you to know and understand what's happening so that you can heal, that you can get stronger, that you can get better and do better and enjoy life better.
It really helps to visualize that you're protected in your frame by your bones and parts of your body except the core, which was really your muscles that are holding it together. So
Yes.
it's really important to strengthen that.
And the slimmer this part is, the healthier you are. That's the waist, that's that belly fat. We need to control that. And both of us together, I think, is going to give you the perfect recipe to maintain that in the long term, not for the summer bikini body, for until you're like, till the end. We want you to be strong and supported.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I think that sums it up really well. And guys, if you
Yes.
have any questions, feel free to reach out. We'll put
Yes.
some links below to contact us or even schedule a call with us.
Absolutely. And we both have some 30 minutes free discovery call,
Yep.
right? So if you want to see if there's any chemistry and you want to connect and talk about your problems before you start the program, and even wonder if you are suitable for this program, you can also have a free consultation from us. We offer a 30 minutes free meet and greet or discovery call. So we're here for you guys.
Yeah, and do take advantage of the early bird discount, which ends on May 24th. And let us know again if you have any friends or family that have questions. We could even do a group call to just explain the program a little bit more into details.
That's great, team. Thank you, Cindy. I hope you guys are in touch with us soon, and have a wonderful rest of your day or evening, wherever you are in the world.
Thanks, everyone.